In today's video, I'll show you how I used acrylic inks to create the background for this painting of the kingfisher. So for today's acrylic project, today's, tomorrow's, the day after, I'll be working on a portrait of this kingfisher. I'm going to be using acrylic paint from Sennelier and some ink for the background. I'm working on Aquabord 9x12. It's a watercolor surface, but there's no reason I can't use it for the acrylics. Nice thing about using the art boards is that you can frame them pretty easily. You don't have to worry about getting matte, or if you prefer, you can get matting for your frame. Now, depending upon what you choose, it's not generally that expensive. I'm just going to put this little package of 6x6 underneath it. No, first I'm going to get some, because I want to do the background with inks. Let me get my paper towels in place. Whee! Okay. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm going to use a bit of the turquoise because there is turquoise matching this in the bird. And this is the Sennelier ink. Let's use some white. And I'm going to use a slightly different approach here with water bottles. I bought these water bottles so I could do just what I'm about to do now. They come with little labels so you can label them, but I have one of these filled with water, but I want to fill this with, hoping you can see this. I'm not quite sure how much I need, and it's not going to go full force. Here's my water. From here, let me just, do the magical thing as I do. I'm going to scoop up a little water here. I'm not doing this quite the way I had intended to do it. Okay. And I wanted to thin it out a bit. If I don't like it, I can cover it up. Whew. Get that all over myself, don't I? Okay. I'm going to lift this a bit. You don't know until you try something whether or not it will truly work. I'm not worried about the running. Ooh, got that all over my hands so beautifully. Okay, get that off my hands. just going to drop in water. Just going to shake that up. Normally I break this down and let it run. And then blot it to make it look like clouds. I want to do something a little bit more fun. Just tipping back and forth, which is what I do with the others, and then normally what I do is blot it with paper towel. And when you add all this much water, all this much water, it takes longer to dry, particularly when it's not on an absorbent surface. So I have to wait for the rain. You may or may not hear it. Sorry. I just wanted to stand up to do this. You may or may not hear it. There you go. We have thunder and lovely rain. I love the lovely rain. Okay, I'm leaving this alone now to dry. Okay, and in such a way that it shouldn't be that crooked. Let me see. Okay. So we'll let that dry, and then I'll come back and I will draw on the bird and we will start painting the kingfisher. I think I want to play with this a little bit here. I want a little bit more color there. A little bit more of the white. And a little sort of more interesting movement. Whoops. I'm hoping that the air bubbles, there we go, that's a little, touch more down here. Okay, that's a little bit more interesting to me for the cloudy background. And I am not going to play with a napkin or blot it. I'm simply, except for maybe right here. I just want to blur that out a bit. let that dry, and that will be my cloudy background.
I used the same technique for the grass, drew in the image of my bird, and this is the completed portrait. Background looks beautiful. Thank you for following. Bye-bye.